What's up, world? What's up, world? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? And I hope y'all chilling, you know what I'm saying? How y'all liking these changes? You know what I'm saying? We going through, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is, man. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know we making a lot of changes, man. A lot of changes. A lot of people being washed and cleansed and purified. You know what I'm saying? And we living. Oh yeah. You know, man. I think about, you know what I'm saying, heaven, you know what I'm saying, knowing that I'm the first Adam, you know what I'm saying, but I got many first mamas, you know what I'm saying, but I got one first mama, and that was Eve, you know what I'm saying, and then I don't like to say it like that, but that was my first wife. You know what I'm saying? And if my grandson was talking, he'll be able to say the same thing because he's Jesus. You know what I'm saying? And I'm Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I was Jesus before I was Adam. Because I was the Word made flesh. You know what I'm saying? To dwell among y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one who judge. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only judge. Everybody else who judge sinners. Because that's what sin is, judging and accusing. Sin is judging and accusing. Sometimes it sounds like I'm judging and accusing, but I'm cleansing, I'm refining, I'm distilling. I'm trying to separate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring you back together, clean. You know what I'm saying? One chain, no broke links. You know what I'm saying? From the first fruit to the last fruit. Jesus the first fruit. Adam the last fruit. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Let's go to the real word. Let's go to something that we really like. Reading, you know what I'm saying? I told you I died already, man. I am is the true vine, and you are my branches. A deja vu is a rerun. You ought to know. You ought to have had enough deja vus to know that this is our third time living. Where you think Mag, meet M-A-G, Mighty Adam God come from? Mag 1, A650. Where you think all that come from? Why is AP BU tail Adam Pick BU tail? And that's supposed to be Bordeaux, but it's Adam Pick BU tail. Truth is, Adam Pick Boyle. That Dow Chemical. The story about the rich man and Lazarus is a story about Kent Green and Adam Jackson at Dow Chemical when they burn up. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the Bible. Yeah, it's kind of like the Bible, but it ain't the Bible. But it's real with Kent Green and Adam Jackson. And this was the conversation. A certain rich man, which was clothed in purple and in fine linen, and fed sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Adam, which had laid at his gate full of sores. And don't think of that in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about that in a bad way. You know what I'm saying? Them full of sores. You know what I'm saying? Desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Moreover, dogs came and licked his sores. And it came to pass the beggar died and was carried by the angels to Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lifted up his eyes, being tormented, and seeing Abraham afar off with Adam in his bosom. And he cried, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Adam that he may dip his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember, you in this lifetime received you good things, and likewise Adam evil things. But now he is comforted, and you are tormented. And besides all this, between us is a great gulf fixed, full of magnesium, hot mag, chloride mixed with water. So they which would pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence. Then he said, I pray you, Father, that you would send him to my father's house. I have 5 brethren, that they may testify to them, lest they also come to this place of torment. And Abraham said, they have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. And he said, no, Father Abraham, but if one went to them from the dead, they will repent. And he said, if they hear not Moses and the prophets, neither would they be persuaded, though one rose from the dead like Adam. You know what I'm saying? I told you, they wasn't gonna listen. I sent Adam back. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has witnessed that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has witnessed that. John 15, 1 through 27. I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman. And you are the Father. You are the Father, men and women, but then not so much as women, but my Father is the husbandman. All the men of God are my Father God. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say when I go to the Father, I'm going in you. You know what I'm saying? Coming in you, I come into the Father. You know what I'm saying? Men and women. When I come in you, I come into the Father. You know what I'm saying? The Father is the men of God, not the women. You know what I'm saying? But then it is the women too. Forgive me for saying that, not the women, because I'm just as much God in the women as I'm God in the men. You know what I'm saying? I can't take my spirit out of women and say that they not God too. You know what I'm saying? So women are just as much as God as men is. Adam and Eve is one soul. You know what I'm saying? One flesh. That's what you become when you husband and wife. You become one flesh, one soul. You know what I'm saying? One. You know what I'm saying? So women and men, when I go to my Father, I come in women and men. Every branch that is in me that bear not fruit is taken away. That's why men are called the Father, you know what I'm saying? Because they bear fruit, you know what I'm saying? They got seeds and bear fruit, you know what I'm saying? Women don't have seeds. Women got eggs that we put the seed in to bring forth fruit. But you know what I'm saying? Every branch, and the branch is y'all, all my children. Every branch, you know what I'm saying, is the men of God. You know what I'm saying? That bring forth much fruit, and y'all women and children and all that. Y'all are the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Bear it not fruit is taken away. And every branch that bears fruit, he purges it. That's what I do. I purge, that it may bring forth much fruit, more fruit. You know, purging is getting all the evil stuff out of it, all the gases out of it, all the, you know, everything that'll kill you. I take it away. I purges it so you could bring forth more fruit. You know what I'm saying? If I don't purge you, I don't deliver you from evil. Then you won't live long. You know what I'm saying? But if I deliver you from evil, you live long. You know what I'm saying? So purging is like delivering you from evil substances. Like metal, you purge with gas. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God purged with, carbon monoxide. You know what I'm saying? It's purge, you know what I'm saying? But I also purge y'all with my life. You know what I'm saying? My life is purging y'all's life. You know what I'm saying? I lived every life before it lives itself. I live it first, and then they live it after me. So everybody that's here has came after Adam. You know what I'm saying? Even Jesus. That's why everybody is Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is the Word. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is the Word that was with me. God is love, and we make love. You know what I'm saying? And the love is the children of God. You know what I'm saying? Right back to God. And God is love. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say you not God if you love and you was made love. You can't say you not God, because God is the love that was made. You know what I'm saying? So never say that you not God, and never say anybody else that say they God, not God. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what you're talking about. You going by hearsay of old traditions. You know what I'm saying? You going by hearsay, old traditions. Every branch in me that bears not fruit is taken away, and every branch that bears fruit, he purges it, to where it brings forth more fruit. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken to you. Abide in me, and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. You know what I'm saying? And you can think of the vine as the Spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? No man can go outside of the Spirit of God and live, because the Spirit of God is keeping him living. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit of God is the energy, the life, the light, anything that's bright, your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's just the way, that's just the way, that's just the way it is. Oh yeah. Abide in me, and I abide in you. As the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can you accept you abide in me. You know what I'm saying? You can't make no babies. You can't do nothing without abiding in God. Adam God. I am the vine. You are the branches. He that abideth in me, and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. If a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a branch, and is withered, like a branch that's broken off the tree. No more life. You broke off the tree, you know what I'm saying? And men gather them and cast them into the fire, and they burn, you know what I'm saying? If you separate yourself from God, then automatically you gonna burn. You know what I'm saying? It's like, let me see, separating yourself from God is like just separating it from yourself from God is no life. Like cutting you off, like the TV being totally black. Nothing. No more life. No more, like turning off a light switch. No more life. You know what I'm saying? No more life. But if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done to you. You know what I'm saying? Herein is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit, so shall you be my disciples. As the Father have loved me, so have I loved you. Continue in my love. You know what I'm saying? If you keep my commandments, you shall abide in my love, even as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken to you, that my joy remain in you, and that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. Greater love have no man than this, than a man lay down his own life for his friends, and give them life. You are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for a servant knoweth not what his Lord do it, but I have called you friends. For all things that I have done and heard of my Father, I have made known to you. You have not chosen me, y'all, but I have chosen y'all and ordained y'all. And y'all should go and bring forth fruit, that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever you shall ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. These things I command you, that you love one another. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated y'all. This Adam, and that's a true statement. Y'all gotta know, they hated me before they hated y'all. Just like Jesus, just like I am Jesus. They hated me, you know what I'm saying? They hated me, you know what I'm saying? Before they hated y'all. Therefore the world hates you. Remember that word I said to you. The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute y'all. If they have kept my word, they will keep your words also. You know what I'm saying? They will also persecute you. If they have kept my word, they will keep your words also. But all these things will they do to you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. They don't know God, man. They don't know God. If I had come and spoke to them, they had not sinned. But now they have not a cloak for their sin, because I done talked to them and I told them, I done warned them and everything. So they ain't got no excuses if they say that they not sinners and they still doing wrong, you know what I'm saying? Going against people, doing wrong to people, judging and accusing, gossip, slander, all that stuff, sabotage, ambush, killing, stealing, and destroying, you know what I'm saying? If I had not told y'all this, y'all wouldn't have known it, but y'all know it now, you know what I'm saying? He that hated me hated God too, you know what I'm saying? Because God in me and I in God, you know what I'm saying? If I had done among them the works which none other man did, they had not sinned. But now they have both seen and hated both me and my Father, you know what I'm saying? But this cometh to pass, that the word might be fulfilled, where it is written in the law, they hated me without a cause. But the Comforter is come, whom I will send you from my Father, even the Spirit of truth, which proceeded from the Father. He shall testify of me, and you also shall bear witness, because you have both seen and been with me from the beginning. You know, that woman at the well, that wasn't just no average woman. That woman was the woman I loved as Jesus, you know what I'm saying? That woman was Mary Magdalene, Magdalene, you know what I'm saying? That was Jesus' gal, you know what I'm saying? She was also the woman that the husband men brought in and accused her of committing adultery with me. You know what I'm saying? They don't want y'all to hear this. They ain't bringing her in. She was sitting with me when they came and said she was committing adultery. Gotta be careful, man. I might wake one of them niggas up. Them was one of them 5 husbands that she had, you know. that none of them was none of her real husbands, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just don't know. We was taking niggas' women back then, you know what I'm saying? Like pimps. But we were priests. Y'all just don't know. We was taking his women back then. Boy, God, you crazy. But we were priests, like pimps. But we were priests. A pimp was a god, was a pimp with God's clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Many women up and left their men for Jesus and their disciples. They do it today. Many women leave their husband for people in the church. You know what I'm saying? Many women do that. Men do too. When I think that's Adam, the woman is Eve. And when I think that's Jesus, my woman is Mary Magdalene. Daddy made mama. But as Jesus, Mary Magdalene was knocked off her feet. You know what I'm saying? Check Pops Ghost out. Check Jesus out. The woman at the well, John 4:6-29. Check this player out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus. Now Jacob's well was there. And Jesus, therefore, being weary with his journey, sat thus on the well, you know what I'm saying? And it was about the 6th hour. I like that 6. And there cometh a woman from Samaria to draw water. And Jesus said to her, give me a drink. For his disciples were gone away to the city to buy meat. And said the woman of Samaria to him, how is it you being a Jew ask me to give you a drink, which I am a woman of Samaria? For Jews have no dealings with Samaritans. And Jesus answered and said to her, you knowest the gift of God, and who it is that said, if you knewest the gift of God, and who it is that said to you, give me a drink, you would have asked him, and he would give you living water. And the woman said to him, sir, you have nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence have you that living water? Art you greater than our father Jacob, which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle? Jesus answered and said to her, whosoever drinketh this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drinketh the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up to everlasting life. And the woman said to him, sir, give me this water, that I thirst not, neither come here to draw. And Jesus said to her, go call your husband and come here. And the woman said, I have no husband. And Jesus said to her, you have well said, you have no husband, but you have had 5 husbands, and he whom you now have is not your husband. And that saying, you truly, the woman said to him, sir, I perceive you to be a prophet. Our fathers worshipped in this mountain, and you say, in Jerusalem is the place where men ought to worship. And Jesus said, believe me, the hour cometh and is now here, that you shall neither worship in this mountain nor in the synagogues in Jerusalem. shouldn't, the hour's coming and now here that you will no longer worship in that mountain nor in the synagogues in Jerusalem. True worshipers gonna worship God in spirit and truth. You worship what you know. You worship you know not. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. But the hour coming is now is that true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. And the woman said to him, I know that Messiah cometh, which is called Christ. When he come, he will tell us all things. And Jesus said to her, I that speak to you am he. And I'm going to tell y'all, I that speak to y'all am he. You know what I'm saying? I'm Jesus. I'm the same God. I'm the same Adam. I'm the same Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same everything it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same everything. You know, I was going to read the story. I'm not going to read the stories too much, but then you can read them yourself. You know what I'm saying? But Mary Magdalene was also the woman that they claimed that was brought in the very act of adultery. You know what I'm saying? Mary Magdalene was sitting there with Jesus. She wasn't brought in, she was sitting there with Jesus. But they don't want y'all to know all that because, you know, it'll make Jesus look bad. You know what I'm saying? But they had already made Jesus a beast. You know what I'm saying, to worship, you know what I'm saying, because they looked at Jesus as a beast, you know what I'm saying, and they claimed he was a beast, you know what I'm saying, by saying, you know, just as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, the Son of Man must be lifted up also. And you know when God say something about the Son of Man being lifted up, Jesus saying that he should be lifted up, Jesus didn't mean lifted up as a serpent or lifted up on no cross. Jesus didn't mean like that. Jesus meant he should be lifted up in honor, in glory, in, you know, in the fact that, you know, he was teaching them all them wise things, you know, all of his wisdom and all his knowledge. He was supposed to be lifted up in all that kind of stuff. That kind of way, you know, lifted up in love, you know, lifted up in honor, lifted up in, you know, just, he should have been lifted up in royalty, you know, glorified, you know what I'm saying, with all the teaching that he taught them, you know what I'm saying. That's what God meant when he said, and Jesus meant when he said the Son of Man must be lifted up. But they took it a different way, you know what I'm saying, and changed it. And made it look like, you know, Jesus was a beast that had to be lifted up, you know what I'm saying? And then made it where money was the mark of the beast. And if you didn't, you know, use it, you know what I'm saying, you could be killed, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get off this thing now, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, Jesus and them was regular people, you know what I'm saying? And Jesus was in love too, you know what I'm saying? And I just, you know, like thinking about old Jesus, you know what I'm saying? And then daddy too, him and mama, you know what I'm saying? Adam and Eve, you know, I think about their relationship, you know what I'm saying? And him being daddy, you know what I'm saying? The first daddy, you know what I'm saying? And it was me, but then, you know, I can't claim it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not there no more, you know what I'm saying? I'm here now, and I'm 58 years old, and it's been many, many people born between the first me and now, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, I love it, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get off this thing, and I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm getting hot now, you know what I'm saying? I gotta turn my fan off. Then I ain't know I was gonna start sweating. But I'm gonna get off this thing and talk to y'all later. I love y'all. Peace.